Welcome to Buzz&Babble. Stories from the internet!
Today I messed up by accidentally proposing to my girlfriend's dad. So this happened last night, and I'm still cringing into another dimension. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 2 years, and things have been going great. Recently, I started thinking about proposing, but I hadn't settled on how to pop the question. Her dad is pretty old school, so I thought it would be nice to ask for his blessing first. Cue my biggest mistake. We were at their house for dinner, and after dessert, I pulled her dad aside. I was nervous, so my brain decided to shut down and go on vacation. I meant to say, I'd like your blessing to marry your daughter. Instead, what came out of my mouth was, I'd like to marry you. The man just stared at me. I realized what I'd said about 0.5 seconds after saying it, and immediately panicked. I backpedaled so hard that it made it worse. I stammered something like, I want to marry your daughter, not you, unless you're into that. Not that I meant you're not attractive or, oh my God, I'll just jump off a cliff now. Meanwhile, my girlfriend, who had wandered over at this point, overheard part of it and burst out laughing. Her dad, to my surprise, laughed so hard he started crying. He eventually said, well, I appreciate the offer, but I think my wife would object. Long story short, I got his blessing, but now her entire family refers to me as Dad's other husband. Well, OP, sometimes nerves get the best of us. You just gotta own that title, bud. I farted in the stairwell at work, and it caused an entire ordeal. Alright, so I drank my usual morning protein shake, and it gave me some bubble guts. As I'm going up the stairs to my office, I ripped a huge fart in the stairwell. It was one of those steamy ones that are really rank. Apparently, the senior vice president of HR came in not long after and got a big face full of my beef. She contacted the facilities team, and they came to the conclusion that a rodent must have died in the walls or the HVAC system. This led to them getting big blower fans and calling the HVAC company to check out the ducts, as well as Orkin to scout the walls. Anyway, that's my story. My guy, your protein shake fart was so potent that they called a full HVAC investigation. That is absolutely insane. Down in the comments, there's some more stories. This one comes from Hafty Sazard. They say, one morning in the men's room, we thought the sewers backed up or the exhaust fan caught on fire. It smelled so bad, it would literally sting your eyes. I had to put an out of order sign on it until a plumber could come. It was unusable for an entire day. A coworker pulls me aside the next day saying it was him. He just had a really terrible poop. Atomic poops, man. They can be dangerous. Today I messed up by making such a disgusting smell from my butt, it evacuated a courtroom. Today I woke up and had really painful cramps due to the deadly woman's monthly cycle, mixed with some spiced chicken that hadn't set right in my belly. I had to use the toilet about 3 times before work this morning, but it eased off a bit and I decided I was okay enough to go to work. My job is working within the prison system. I have to escort prisoners to certain places, including courts. This is where beep hits the fan. I was escorting a prisoner over to the witness box and stood next to her. Everything is proceeding as usual, but my tummy has started to really hurt again. I'm trying my absolute best to hold in a fart that is brewing, but it's becoming increasingly more difficult to hold it back. I can't endure the pain anymore and let go a silent one. Success. I gave myself an invisible pat on the back thinking I had gotten away with it. ... Suddenly the prisoner I'm standing next to starts coughing, retching, and shouting. What the beep is that? Instantly, I knew what it must be, but can't admit to such a foul, putrid smell. I crinkle my nose as well and start gagging. The admin clerk walks slightly closer and retches so hard. She had to swiftly put her head in the bin. By this point, it's getting loud and chaos is starting to ensue. The judge quickly tells me to take the prisoner back over to the closed dock and states it must be the pipes. He stands down the whole court and makes maintenance come in to check all the pipes for any leaks, cracks, anything which could have caused that smell. The prisoner still has watery eyes, and I'm continuing to pretend to gag as the poor admin clerk is sipping water while cradling a bucket. So yeah, the court was stood down for over an hour, and I'm here hiding in shame while trying to conceal my embarrassment. OP, hard to believe you made the prisoner's eyes water. Sounds like you concocted a homemade pepper spray. Thinking you got away with a silent one is such a rookie mistake. Come on. Everyone knows those ones are the deadliest.
Buzz and Babble. Stories from the internet.